10 people that make you rich. Have you ever wondered that what a successful person looks like when they're working? The goal of this video is to help you understand that success is such a long journey no one can walk alone. You need to build your team. Today's video is so valuable because we have established that there is no such thing as a self-made individual. You need people to help you build, people you can rely on and push you forward. Here are 10 people that will make you rich. Number 1. A supportive family. The family is always viewed as a separate and superior to everything else, and that's not something new. For centuries, wealthiest families have placed their families above all else. That's why the wealthiest families in Florence 500 years ago are still the richest families today. The wealthiest individuals build their fortunes around their families, and they will all work together the same goal in their own way. Because no one is more trustworthy than your own family. Families are able to gain a tremendous unfair competitive advantage because of their inherited trust. No matter what happens, you should always know that you can always return to your family and know that they are there for you. Family should be your strongest hold. Number 2. A close inner circle. They are the people you trust, the people you let in your home, soul and mind. They are basically your family without a bloodline. They are the ones who know you and accept you for who you are. They will be there for you on rainy days with an umbrella and with a champagne glass when it's time to celebrate. In the past few years, Sean Carter has taught us how to measure success. In order to measure success, you need to have few successful people around you. A wake-up call came when we realized the following. A person is considered to be broke if everyone around them is broke, but they are not broke. Your inner circle will return the favor if you make them rich, and they will do the same for you. Number 3. A lawyer. Wealthy individuals outside of their immediate friends need two powerful tools: law and finance. The number one way Americans see themselves becoming rich is by suing wealthy people. Here's something you probably didn't know. Middle-class Americans may feel lucky if they get hit by a bus and survive, or if they sustain a minor physical damage at work. The United States has more lawyers than the rest of the world put together, almost 800,000. 90 million lawsuits are filed every day. Most of them target companies and the wealthy, people who have something to lose. There's even a running joke among rich that says you're not really rich if you don't get sued at least once a month. People see you as a target. Will Smith, for example, is sued about 20 times every year. You need a good lawyer to protect you from the predators and make sure you get paid. Number 4. Accountant. The other side of the valuable tools rich use is people in charge of the financial optimization. That's why Trump only paid $750 in taxes per year. You have to play the game by the rules. Unfortunately, there are so many rules you don't know about. They can afford to hire someone to look through them and all figure out how to use them for them. Remember when the Panama Papers came out and all the rich people moved their money offshore to avoid taxes? And the story just disappeared and nothing happened. It's actually easy to avoid taxes if you form a corporation. The journalist who broke the story died in an unknown car accident. Number 5. Assistant. Your wealth increases the more you realize the value of time, which is actually a great question of right now. How much is your hourly rate? Take a moment to come up with some realistic and true figure. Because of that, you should never outsource anything that is worth less than your hourly rate. For instance, we never return online orders that are worth less than our hourly rate, since the process is more valuable than the time itself. We just donate or gift it instead. An assistant is a person whose hourly rate is lower than yours but high enough to be trusted with valuable tasks. While most assistants of wealthy individuals deliver coffee in movies, that's not what most assistants do. A great assistant will do two things for you. Don't bother yourself with problems you don't have to deal with, and don't let your life get out of control. Number 6. A confidant. This is more of a function attributed to an individual than an actual separate individual. It is true that for some, a confidant is the lawyer, the accountant, or a family friend. But everyone needs to have this person in their life. Confidence is the function of the individual as a buffer for secrets, intentions, and ideas that are being shared. You can completely trust this person. He knows your secrets. He knows you completely, or he or she can provide honest feedback without judgment or the fear that the secrets will be revealed. The emotional burden that is relieved when you are able to express something off your chest is something that is quite valuable for all of us. But be very careful about who you pick as your confidant, since this person has enough ammunition to ruin your existence if she were go to rogue. 7. A financial manager. As soon as you reach a certain level of income, depending on where you live, this will be inevitably happen to you. There comes a time when you have more discretionary income than you know how to handle it on your own. You're busy running 1, 2, 3, 4 companies, you have a lot of money flowing in, and you really need someone to help you manage everything for you. It is a person who is familiar with the financial world and risk mitigation. In essence, their job is to maximize the money you have already invested. You can use these services to find investment opportunities for you in the marketplace. The finance managers of wealthy families usually structure deals, provide detailed reports on your financial performance, and in some cases, make sure your children don't blow through everything you have built. A hedge fund manager is the kind of person who essentially does the same thing but not on an individual basis. Most wealthy families have a dedicated finance manager. Number 8. A politician. There are a lot of rich people who have very conservative politicians as friends. You know how simple it is. You have a friend who wants to make a difference and you have money. Your friend gets elected to office because money buys marketing and a good campaign. In order to show your friendship, whenever you ask your friend to weigh in on a topic related to your activity, he will vote in favor of your position as a token of your friendship. There are times when, as well as in the developed world, your friend will grant you government contracts, for which the rewards will be split within you two. In the developed world, what we just explained to you is called corruption, but in the United States, it's called lobbying. If you enjoyed the joke, please share it with your friends as well. Number 9. Private banker. A private banker is a person who provides financial management services as well, but the main function is quite different. A private banker is a person who secures funding for you when you need it. They're basically a piggy bank for you or your financial projects. You need 10 million to build your new apartment building. Sure, you're low on cash and you're going to need 5 million to pay your shipments. Your private bank has your bank, since they are willing to give you money because of your wealth. It is a plus that you have more than enough assets to cover your debts in case anything goes wrong. Additionally, they trust you, you have worked with them in the past, and it worked out well for both of you. Number 10. A right-hand man. In the end, the right-hand man, or a woman for that matter, can keep up the fort while you are temporarily out of the picture. You rely on this person and he or she knows almost as much about what is happening every day as you do. The right-hand man is a protege of the rich individual, the person groomed to take over at some point. Sometimes it's a child, other times it's someone who has been with the company or family for years. It is the right-hand man's job to represent you in a market as well as do business for you. You should read the list and figure out what pieces you're missing from your puzzle if you want to be rich and successful. It won't happen overnight, but with time, you should be able to develop a complete formula for success.